Hello and welcome to another video. Well, here I am, HMP Berwyn on my doorstep, the largest prison in the UK. So before I go any further, if you do enjoy these prison videos, please subscribe to the channel. Hit a like, share it with your friends. That'd be really good, it'd really help me if you would do that. That'd be wonderful, thank you. Anyway, moving on. So why am I here? Well, I thought I'd stay fairly local today because a couple of subscribers have asked me to elaborate on something I mentioned in an earlier video about this prison a couple of months ago, which I'll tag at the end of this so you can have a look at it. Now, before I go into that though, let me just tell you a little bit more about this prison, okay? So as you can see by the sign and the welcome, in Welsh as well, Berwyn, it's the largest prison in the UK, like I say. Now it is split into various houses. There was a bit of controversy with one of them. It's named after a small town called Bala, and they were up in arms about that. There's a lot of signatures on a petition for that not to happen, but it did. But the houses are named after local places, so there we are. Category C, with some Category B prisoners in there as well, due to the space probably that it's got. Now then, reputationally, the first nickname would be UK's largest prison. But then, when it was discovered how much it costs to house a prisoner in there, it got dubbed the cushiest, largely due to the amount it cost to build, the amenities for the prisoners, the programmes they could undertake as part of their resettlement, trades, that kind of thing, what they have in their cells, what they're allowed to have, and so on and so forth. I think a few of those myths have been dispelled since it opened in 2017. Then the third nickname, and probably the most recent nickname, is born out of the fact that 18 female members of staff have either been sacked or resigned of their own fruition because they've had affairs with the inmates. Three of these affairs, or three of these relationships, resulted in the prison officers involved actually serving jail time. The first prison officer I'm going to mention, Jennifer Gavin, she pleaded guilty of misconduct after she smuggled in a phone to her prisoner boyfriend, and they ended up swapping raunchy snaps and that kind of thing. It cost her a career and 8 months of a life in prison. She also kissed him as well, so there was physical contact. Okay, so the second officer I'm going to talk about, Emily Watson. No, not that one. Now, she'd been a prison officer for 3 years, so she was experienced. However, that came to nothing in her career really, because she ruined it. Because she also got a year's jail time for her liaisons with her prisoner lover. Now sadly, her case was delayed because she was sectioned under the Mental Health Act after she tried to throw herself from a bridge. And I'm certainly not here to drag up the mud or go over old wounds. All the officers involved, I'm sure, have moved on with their lives. Now the third officer was somebody by the name of Aishia Gunn. She was also jailed for a year after she smuggled in underwear, liaised with her prisoner boyfriend, used the phone again for a certain type of messaging and so on. So really, I think, you know, from a personal perspective, who hasn't had an attraction to somebody at work? I'm sure most people have. You go to work, you spend a lot of time there. People form relationships, they get on well, and so on and so forth. However, when you're working with a certain responsibility like these ladies were, then obviously that goes out the window, doesn't it really? You're not allowed to do that. So I thought I'd elaborate, like I was requested to, about this prison, HMP Berwyn. Apologies that the imagery is not great. The minute I walk around that corner, I get met by a huge gust of wind. I mean, I can give it a go if you like, to try and get a better angle for you, but it is rather loud. But for any of you that want to know, it is actually situated on the industrial estate in Wrexham, roughly a couple of miles outside the town hall, well, city centre now as it's known. And it's still not at full capacity, unlike a lot of prisons, which is unusual really when you think about the amount of money it costs, in the region of, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the region of around about £250 million. So it's quite an extensive investment. That's the front entrance there. You can see that. As you can probably hear, it's quite windy today, but just to give you a different angle from a different perspective. Okay, so like I say, if you enjoyed that today, another prison video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. It's always great to get your support. Any comments, please make them. Be nice. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.